Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaan, and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with another video based on the title. You know exactly what I'm about to talk about. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Kaan with 3 E's. Y'all already know the drill. So without further ado, let's hop right into this video. Let's go. All right, y'all. So boom, y'all know exactly how I like to start my story times off. We are about to talk about another trip. It's not really a girls trip because we went with guys as well, but we are about to talk about the worst spring break trip to Miami ever. Okay, let's get into this, y'all. Okay, y'all, so let's start off in college. Now, when I first went to college, of course, I think when you're not in college, you don't understand, like, how important spring break is, or like how exciting it can be, because when you got out of school in high school, or when it was spring break in high school, you just knew you got a break from school. But like spring break in college, it hit completely different. It's like a whole nother world, right? So my first year of college, I didn't grasp what spring break really was. Like, I didn't know people was taking trips. I didn't know people was going to Miami. Like, I didn't know we was on South Beach. I didn't know. So my freshman year, when spring break came, I'm thinking I'm just gonna go back home. Like, I thought everybody was gonna do, like, okay, we just get a break from school, let's go home, and I was just gonna be home for that week or whatever. I'm worried about fucking working and going back for that, because the job that I was at before I left for college, I was there for so long that they would always let me come back when it was summer breaks, winter break, spring break, things like that, right? So I'm thinking I'm about to go back and work, y'all. Why was I even thinking like that? But that's what I did my freshman year, right? Then when I went home for spring break freshman year in college, I was looking on Snapchat. This when Snapchat was popping. I mean, I know some of y'all still use Snapchat, but I don't really use it like that. But this when Snapchat was popping, I'm looking on Snapchat and I see everybody is lit. Like, everybody that I know and they mama and they cousins and they dog and they neighbors is in Miami. So I'm like, maybe I ain't hanging around the right people. So now I'm just thinking like, damn, like, why nobody was telling me, like, that? And mind you, a lot of people that I talked to, they was there before me, like a grade above me, I guess you could say, because y'all know I took a year off of school from high school to college. So everybody that was like my age, they was a year above me or whatever. So I'm looking at them like, y'all, didn't y'all experience this shit last year? Like, why y'all didn't tell me? Like, I'm a freshman and y'all would be a sophomore or whatever. Y'all didn't do nothing last year, like all the friends and stuff that I was meeting. I'm thinking, like, how the hell did we get left off bad and bougie? Like, what's going on? I want to be where the lit people was at, right? So boom, that was freshman year. So I realized I missed so much, and like everybody was in Miami turned up. Freshman year, people came back from spring break. Everybody was talking about how lit South Beach was, how they did this, how they did that. It was so much fun, all of this. So I'm like, oh, hell no, right? So I'm like, oh, hell no. Wait till next year. Wait till my second year in college. We doing something, right? Okay, so that was my freshman year. I realized that I missed out on a lot, and a lot of people was having fun in Miami, and there was a lot of shit going down. The celebrities was out, everything. So when the next year came, right, I still got my same group of friends, and of course even more friends now. Sophomore year come around, and I don't know why it like slipped my mind a little bit, but like I didn't realize, again, being new to this, I didn't realize that a lot of people was getting their tickets and stuff to like Miami like months in advance. I'm thinking like, oh, okay, well, we gonna start prepping for spring break a week in advance. Y'all, me just being so naive to everything. I'm literally thinking like I'm gonna book a ticket maybe a week before or something, not realizing that the shit book up. Like, if y'all don't know, if y'all new to this, like, flights go crazy around spring break, especially to Florida. They be overbooking you. If y'all, I mean, I know spring break is past now, but just in case y'all remember this for next spring break, if y'all in college, y'all better book ahead of time, and y'all better be on time at the airport, because they will be overbooking flights. And if they flight fill up, they would just, even if it's not time for boarding, they would just close the gate, because they did this to us in Atlanta. And once I tell that Atlanta trip, story time, I'm gonna talk about that. But like, even if you feel like you paid for your flight, you got your seat, no, if they overbook, as soon as that flight fill up, they're closing them gates, and that's it. Even if they got 20 minutes of boarding left, no, they shady when it comes to like around spring break. So make sure you on that. You get your tickets on time, get to that airport on time. Make sure you get up in that line and secure your seat, y'all, because it will be gone. Okay. Anyways, again, me not knowing this type of stuff, I'm like, okay, me and my friends, we talk like, yeah, we gonna get our tickets before or whatever, like a week before. Please, y'all, spring break comes up, them fucking tickets was sky high, like way above. Like, y'all gotta remember, we broke college students, okay, at this time. Like, we're broke. I did have my little job, but it was just on campus. And yeah, like, we just giving very much broke college students. And this was so long ago, so I really can't tell you how much the price was. But them flights was expensive as hell, to the point that we like, So mind you, let me backtrack a little bit. So I'm still friends with everybody in this story time. So there will be no bashing of anybody, okay? Because like, these are my legit friends. But I'm still gonna do fake names because that's just what it is. Like, it's one of those things, like, if you know, you know. But yeah, so let's go ahead. It's only 4 of us in the story time. It's me. I'm gonna just call homegirl because there's only one other girl. So me and homegirl, and then it's 2 guys. So we're gonna name them, let me see. Okay, we're gonna name them Mikey and Deontay. Okay, so those are the 2 names. So it's me, homegirl, Mikey, and Deontay, right? So okay, so like a week or so before spring break, we all on like 4-way. Like, I still got the screenshot from the FaceTime, like, talking, because we all did end up going home. Like, well, them 2 lived there. Me and homegirl came back to the city from college, so we at home, and we all talking about it like, damn, we want to go to Miami too, but you know, the tickets is high. So me and homegirl and them, we like, yeah, them tickets high as fuck, like, we can't spend that much money on them damn tickets. So we just like, we don't know what we gonna do, but we really want to go. Like, y'all know you got fear of missing out. Like, damn, I don't want to miss out again. Like, come on now. So we all on 4-way, just talking about it, like, trying to figure out what we about to do, what's gonna happen. And then I'm like, me and homegirl back in the city, we will have to come back there, like, what's about to happen. So Deontay is like, well, you know what, and basically like, we should just get a rental and drive there. It was at this moment, y'all, I should have never. If y'all don't know nothing about me, I hate driving. I literally, like, it is a vein of my existence. I hate it. I don't even like saying the H word, but like, seriously, I really strongly would not recommend, dislike it. No, actually, I will recommend it because I want y'all to drive. So y'all drive. I don't want to drive. I hate driving. I don't care who car it is. It's not about gas. It's not about nothing. I just don't like to drive. Right? Y'all can't drive and y'all don't move fast enough. And I don't be understanding traffic and why everybody going so fucking slow. If everybody just keep moving, I don't understand what the traffic be about. So y'all be pissing me off, right? Anyway, so I'm thinking, like, in the back of my head, when they suggested that, I'm thinking like, I would rather fucking hitch a ride on a bird's back before I fucking drive to Miami. Mind you. While we on the phone talk about this, I just so happened to put Miami in the GPS, and it said fucking 22 hours. 22 hours? Excuse me? So everybody is like kind of hyped to go, and I'm the only one that's kind of in my head like, I want to go, but 22 hours, y'all, I don't, man, the things that I did, because ain't no way in hell you could pay me right now. When we went to Atlanta, my sister drove to Atlanta, and it's only 8 hours. I couldn't even do that, y'all, right on the plane. So the fact that I agreed to do this, that's how y'all know I really wanted to go, because ain't no way in hell I would ever agree to fucking drive 22 hours or even be in the car that long, right? But okay, everybody is already excited to go. I really want to go this year. This seems like it's the only option. The rental was way cheaper, and it's like, hey, you got 2 options: get on that high ass flight or just drive. I really want to go. It was no option of not going. Like, not going was not an option, right? So I'm like, oh my God, fuck it, we just gotta go. So we all was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna get a rental, we're gonna drive down there. I don't know why, to this day, y'all, I cannot tell you why I did that shit. So we agreed to go. So now me and homegirl has to go back to the city where our college is because that's where Mikey and Deontay live at. We went back to the city, like I said. So we like, okay, mind you, it's like a whole 2 weeks or a week or whatever of spring break. I don't know. I just remember me and homegirl like I think we was going to spring break Thursday through Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was supposed to be like Thursday through Sunday. So we need a whole day worth of driving, which would have been Wednesday. So me and homegirl went back to the city. Me and homegirl went back from the city to our college city on Tuesday, right? Okay, cool. It's Tuesday, so me and homegirl, I think we rode together. I think I drove back or something because I did have a car, but I wasn't driving my car to no damn Miami or whatever. Because at this point, I already knew I wasn't working that job over spring break because I already knew this year I was gonna make it to fucking Miami, right? So, anyways, Tuesday come, me and homegirl drive back to college. So we meet up with Deontay and Mikey. So they like, yeah, we gonna get a rental, all of this other stuff. Like, we already picked something out. Mind you, we didn't care what kind of car it was because it was only 4 of us. So we could have got a car, a truck, SUV. It didn't really matter. So Deontay is like, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rental. I forgot. I believe he used his dad got the rental for him or something, if I'm not mistaken. I just knew I couldn't get the rental because I remember us being on the phone and we was debating like, okay, who gonna get the rental? We all is around the same age, but I knew damn well I wasn't about to get no goddamn rental. Like, and my mama was definitely not about to put a rental on her name, especially after what ended up happening. Listen, I'm sorry to y'all, but I'm glad it wasn't me. So me and homegirl, we already knew our parents was not going for that. They was not about to get us no rental to drive to Miami. Please, is you crazy? No. So Deontay ended up convincing his dad or asked his dad, whatever, get the rental. His dad ended up getting the rental, right? So cool. So we all excited, we packing up. Like, this is just our first time. And it's just so funny looking back now. Well, I'll get to that when I talk about that. But anyways, we excited. We packing up everything. Like, I got somebody bridge card, so I'm getting snacks. I'm like, we need chips, we need juice, sandwiches. Like, we just balling out at the store because we thinking 22 hours. Yes, we know we're gonna be making stops and stuff, but it's just like, okay, we need to get ready for the road. Mind you, me and homegirl, we got Uno, we got cards. Like, we just brought so many games and stuff because we excited. This is like one of our first road trips, or especially one of my first road trips, especially with friends. Like, I've been on stuff with family, but with friends, so we are excited. So because it was like almost 22 hours and stuff, we each was like, we got to drive 5 hours. Ugh, my God, hearing that I had to drive 5 hours, like, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I had to really think like, hey, is this something you want to do? Because to a non-driver, 5 hours, y'all, oh my God, right? So anyways, they like, we gonna do 5 hours each. So we all like, okay, we gonna take turns or whatever. I really should have been the first person to drive, y'all. Like, I should have did my driving and got it out the way. But Deontay said he was gonna drive first, do his first 5 hours. Then it was gonna be homegirl. By the time he got to me, it was gonna be kind of dark. That's why I wanted to do my 5 hours, like, kind of like second to last, because I wanted to do it when it was night. I know people might feel like, oh, it's the nighttime, like you can't really see, like why would you want to do it at night? I want to do mine at night because my 5 hours was straight freeway, and you know how it is at nighttime. It's barely anybody on the road. Yeah, it is dark, but it's just like, I knew, because even when Deontay first drove, he in traffic, he got to deal with all these people getting over, the rush hour, all of that. Like, everybody is out. Each city that we going through, like, just traffic is hell. By the time it got to me, I was just a breeze. I breezed through that, okay? So anyway, so like I said, Deontay goes first, which like, I forgot, don't quote me, I forgot what city we was going through that had like cliffs or mountains or some shit. I don't really know. But from Michigan to Miami, it's somewhere that had like a lot of little maybe sharp turns and all of that. Like, so I knew I didn't want to do that, right? Anyways, we leave. Deontay do his first 5 hours or whatever. By the time, it was kind of like good, because by the time it was time for people to switch, we needed gas anyway. So it was like, okay, that kind of worked out, right? And then it was time for us to use the bathroom and all of that, good stuff. So Deontay in the driver's seat, Mikey is in the passenger, me and homegirl is in the back. So the first 5 hours, the first couple hours, it always start off good. You hype, you got the music going, like you turned up. Me and homegirls in the back seat playing cards, like we got the cup holder down playing cards. We are excited. But after that first 5 hours, you kind of like, damn, Shit, how long we got left? Like 15 hours left? Fuck. So, first 5 hours go. It's time to switch. I pull up to the gas station, we gas up, get more snacks, use the bathroom, do everything we need to do, right? Okay, so now it's time for homegirl to drive. So homegirl driving is still like, that's when it's starting to get like a little bit dark, but not all the way. So we still just jamming out. At this point, we got slow jams on. We don't need none of that hype shit no more. We listen to early 2000s music, okay? Because look, we in the car for 20 hours. Like, we can't keep turning up. So we listen to music. So, we everybody's just still kind of up talking about what we gonna do, all this other stuff. Mind you, let me backtrack, right? So, because we were last minute, y'all, we was looking for hotels. Everything was booked up in our price range. Because maybe the fucking 5-star hotels wasn't, but in our price range, everything was booked up, right? So everybody was trying to look and secure somewhere for them to stay. We didn't necessarily have to stay with the guys, because mind y'all, everybody is strictly friends. Like, it was never no like funny stuff. We never like messed around or nothing like that. Like, these are still like my brothers to this day. And so we didn't care to stay with them. But when we had asked them, like, where y'all gonna stay, right? This is before we left, so my bad. Let me backtrack. Before we left, we like, well, where's y'all staying? These motherfuckers, Mikey and Deontay or whatever. I gotta keep up with the fake names, y'all know. Mikey and Deontay, and it's nowhere near their name or whatever, so don't trip. But Mikey and Deontay was like, you know how, like, I don't think it was Airbnb then. I don't really know. But whatever you can look up where you can, like, sleep on somebody's couch. Or, they have, like, rooms for rent and stuff like that. I don't believe it was called Airbnb, but it could have. But whatever, they was looking up something where people had, like, their rooms for rent or their couches for rent. Like, you could sleep in their living room. Y'all, complete strangers. Mind you, they still do this because they know spring breakers are coming and they just need somewhere to stay. So people will rent out their house if they feel like they got a decent enough. Well, actually, I won't even say if they feel like they got a decent house, but if they feel like they want to make some extra money, people was renting out their living room spaces to spring breakers just to make some extra money. So we like, where y'all staying at? Like, mind you, me and homegirl, we don't know nothing about that, okay? Because we girls, like, we need to be in a hotel. I'm not being on nobody's couch. So the thing is, bro, so Mikey and Deontay is telling us, like, yeah, we gonna sleep on somebody's couch. So I'm thinking, when I heard that originally, I'm like, oh, y'all got family down there? I'm thinking, like, y'all got family down there? Like, what you mean y'all about to sleep on somebody's couch? Like, what? So they like, no, like, we ain't got no family down there. Like, you could rent out somebody, like, couch. So I'm like, y'all about to rent out somebody's couch? Y'all don't know these people. Y'all about to be sleeping on somebody's couch that y'all don't know. And mind y'all, did y'all come with covers and pillows and stuff? Like, what are y'all talking about? So they like, yeah, we just go sleep on somebody's couch. You know how guys is, they don't care. And as excited we was to make this trip, I felt like we was allowing anything to happen, right? So they like, well, yeah, we booked this with this guy that, like, he rent out his living room. We gonna sleep on his couch. So they like, what y'all doing? I'm like, we going to a motherfucking hotel. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all. Oh, and by the way, y'all know how I used to be saying I was always hot in my videos because I turned my AC off for y'all. My AC is on now, so let me know if it's like a change in the audio or if it's too loud or anything. That way I know moving forward in future videos, because y'all, it's like 97 degrees outside. I need the air on, right? But anyways, so yeah, so they like, we gonna sleep on somebody's couch. So we like, oh hell no. So me and homegirl, we looking up rooms, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we can't find nothing in our budget. We literally found like this last room that was in this 2-star hotel, y'all. I'm telling y'all, never be this desperate. Sometimes when shit don't work out, it's probably for the better. If stuff is not easy breezy, cover girl. Well, I'm not gonna say everything should be easy in life, but sometimes if it's not aligning, you might want to just sit it out, because bro. So anyways, we found this 2-star hotel. It was still close to South Beach or whatever. It had one room left, and it was only a king size bed, right? Man, homegirl like, fuck it, we're gonna have to sleep together in the bed, because like, this all we can afford, this all that's here. Everything else is booked up, and I'll be damned if I'm about to be sleeping on somebody's couch just to make it to Miami. Like, if I tell my mama this, she is not gonna be going for it. Like, hell no, right? So we found that little rinky dink, and I do mean rinky dink hotel. Okay, it wasn't a motel, it still was a hotel, but it was very much given 2-star. Wasn't good at all. Okay, We booked it. It was in our price range. Cool, fine, whatever. So let's go back to driving. That's what we did prior. They booked to sleep on somebody's living room couch. And mind y'all, they booked that first. So don't be like, well, why they couldn't stay with y'all? We didn't mind. And I do have some pictures. This is maybe like one of the only videos you might get some receipts from in my ATL one. Because I do have some receipts that I'll post it. But if y'all see the fucking room we was in, it literally had a bed and a table. It didn't even have a couch for them. It didn't even have nothing. The bathroom was so small. When I tell you, it very much lived up to its 2-star hotel shit. So they could sleep on the floor if they want to, or we all could have popped up in a bed. Shit, we've done it before. So we didn't mind if they stayed with us, but like, they had did that already. They booked their shit. Look, they booked their sleeping arrangements before they even tapped in with us. So that's on them. They grown man. They gonna do what they need to do, right? So, anyways, I think they booked to sleep on the living room couch, and then they end up getting a hotel for the rest of the weekend. I think that's what happened. Okay, but I cut it out or whatever once he called me back, because I got to figure this out. But anyways, so that's what it was. So that's why me and homegirl was like, no, we got to get our own hotel. Y'all about to be sleeping on somebody's couch. We not going for that, right? Anyway, so like I said, fast forward back to us driving. So now it's homegirl time to drive, right? She driving, everything smooth. So mind you, it started getting dark. And me and Mikey, who I just called, we was the last two to drive. Mind you, I already said I was third. For whatever reason, Mikey, first of all, this is what I found out in hindsight. You know how people can't see and they wear glasses and stuff, and they don't want you to know they can't see, so like people won't wear their glasses? Because I used to do that in middle school. Like, I used to hate wearing glasses and stuff. That was Mikey. I think Mikey was really blind and he didn't want to let nobody know why. I don't know. But I think he was really blind, so he didn't want to be the last one to drive for some reason, because he was saying it's getting darker and darker, and I felt like he wasn't going to be able to see. But mind y'all, he never told nobody that, but that's just in hindsight when I'm thinking of, because he wear glasses now. So I felt like, Mikey, you couldn't see, and instead of saying, hey, let me drive in the morning because I can't really see and I don't have no glasses, your ass decided to try to fight me on my position of driving. I was always going to be third. Mikey was gonna be last. So once it was time for me to switch over, it was like the sun was setting. It was still a little light out, but I knew by the time my shit was over, it was gonna be dark. So Mikey is like, like, hey, let me go next. I'm like, I don't want to be the last one to drive, because whoever was the last one to drive probably was just going to finish that little hour and a half off. Because I told y'all it was almost 22 hours. So, like, nobody was going to get out and switch so they can do that hour or whatever. So I was trying to make sure I wasn't the last one, because I wasn't trying to do that little last hour and a half, right? So I'm like, but I thought that's why he was trying to take my spot. Like, he didn't want to do that hour and a half. So I'm like, no, Mikey, we already, did this before we got in the car. We already said the order. It was gonna be Deontay, homegirl, me, and then you. Like, you can't switch it once it's my time to drive. Like, no. So we out pumping gas, and I'm about to get in the driver. He trying to like race me to the driver's seat. So I'm like, Deontay, I'm like, Mikey, what are you doing? Like, it's my time. So he like, no, let's rock, paper, scissors for it. But I'm thinking, like, why do I have to rock, paper, scissors for the seat, or for it to be my turn to drive, when we already agreed? That's why I knew some shit was up, because I'm like, what's going on? Because when do you act like this, or why are you even doing this? Like, what's the problem? Like, if you didn't want to drive last, you should have said that when we was back in college and we was making these arrangements. So I'm like, now he trying to like fight me, not like physically fight me, y'all, but now he trying to go back and forth with me about it being my turn to drive. And I'm sitting here thinking like, look, nigga, I already don't even want to drive. Oh, let me back my phone up. I'm thinking like, look, nigga, I already don't even really want to drive, and now you trying to take my position. I'm like, if you take my position now, you going to have to drive the rest of the 10, 11 hours. You going to have to do the rest, because I'm not driving last. Like, I already said I didn't want to be the last one. I barely even wanted to drive. So listen, no, like, you cannot take my spot. So we like going back and forth, but everybody else is kind of like, no, Mikey, like, you said you was gonna drive last, like, you have to drive last, like, what are you doing? So ultimately I end up driving next, like I'm supposed to. So we get in the car, whatever. So I'm driving, and mind you, it was understandable, but it's crazy because like now it's starting to get dark, so everybody getting sleepy. Everybody was up for everybody else that was driving. Now it's my time to drive. Everybody want to be sleepy, tired, and ready to go to bed. But I understood, because they was just up for 10 hours, so I knew that they was gonna be tired. But I'm like, I want y'all to stay up with me, so I just had to put my music on and vibe out, because everybody was going to sleep, right? Cool. I'm doing my 5 hours. That fucking 5 hours felt like 20 hours in itself. Like every time I looked over, like I kid you not, I think what got me in is that I looked, and don't quote me y'all because I don't know how many miles is fucking 5 hours. I don't know. But I'm just telling y'all how it felt. I looked over because we had the GPS sitting up on the thing, whatever. And once I hopped back on the freeway, that shit said stay on this freeway for like 400 miles. I was like, you gotta fucking be kidding me, y'all. Mind you, I don't know the exact miles, but it was something in the 3 digits for sure. And I was just like, I was looking at that damn GPS like, stay here for 400. I was glad because that meant I had to do a lot of exits, turns, all of that. It was just a straight shot. But it was just the fact of seeing that it said for 400 miles. I'm like, damn, what the oh, hell nah, baby. Like, what? Oh, cool, because mind you, whoever turn it was to drive, they put their phone on the GPS thing or whatever. Like, so I'm like, whatever, let me just put my playlist on and we just gonna have to vibe out, right? I ain't gonna lie, my shit was kind of like a breeze. I'm so happy that I chose that third shift because, like, I was only on there. This is before I had a fear of semi trucks and like big ass trucks. Y'all know I do not like to be next to semi trucks and stuff because they ran me off the road and they crashed my other car. So now I don't like being boxed in. I don't like being on the side of them. I don't like that. Like, please get away with me. Get away from me. It literally makes me anxious and it makes me tense up. I don't, especially when they box me in. Especially if I'm like at the last lane and one in front of me and one is next to me. Like, get away from me. Y'all on some Final Destination type shit. I don't know, but get away. So this is before I had a fear of semi trucks and big ass trucks on the road. So it was only me and the semis, and the semis was like, you know, it's 4 lanes, so they was in like the slow lane or like second from the slow lane, whatever. I'm in the fast lane over here. It was like easy breezy cover girl. Okay, I was like well, I wasn't flying like speeding, but I was just like straight shot. Cool. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm living life or whatever. So I'm talking to my sister, listen to my music, my little 5 hours. I ain't gonna lie, even though I'm dragging it out. I look up, I had like an hour left. I was like, bet, baby, like, okay, let me finish this hour. And you know, an hour turned into 50 minutes. 50 minutes look like 30. 30 looking like 25. 25 is 18. 18 is 15. 15 is 10. 10 is 5. Next thing you know, you over. That's how my girl math operate when it come to driving. So I'm like, bet. And the gas light about to come on. It's almost time for gas. Once I seen the gas going low, I'm like, my shift almost over. Because like I said, every time the gas would run out, it was kind of time for somebody to switch. So I seen that hour on there. I seen the gas running out. I said, baby, it's almost over. It's like you about to clock out of work. My shift is almost done. So whatever. So my shift get done. Pull over to the gas station. Everybody getting out stretching. We excited because 3 out of the 4 people that have to drive is done. So that means we're getting closer and closer to Miami because we on the last person that has to drive. So it's lit. So we excited. So we like, okay, so now it's time for Mikey to drive, right? Time for Mikey to drive. So the guys get back in the front. Mikey drive. You got Deontay in the passenger. Me and homegirl back in the back seat, right? So I'm not gonna lie. Of course, now I'm tired. Now I realize why they was tired because I'm like, 5 hours of driving. I am tired now. So now I'm tired. So we in the back and it's still dark because mind you, we were supposed to arrive there maybe like by 9-10 o'clock in the morning. If I'm not mistaken. I don't really recall what the time was we supposed to get there, but I know we supposed to get there in the morning, I think. So yeah, but anyways, it was still dark by the time, I think it was like an hour or 2 left of darkness by the time Mikey was driving, because what I'm about to talk about happened while it was dark. Anyways, so it's time for Mikey to drive, right? He driving whatever, and of course, like I said, me and homegirl, we end up going to sleep in the back. So we sleeping, like we just enjoying the ride, not thinking nothing of it. I guess everybody is sleepy, and when I mean everybody is sleepy, I mean everybody is sleepy, okay? Everybody is sleepy, including the fucking driver, okay? And like I said, don't be bashing my friend. We was young, you know, mistakes happen. We all understand the danger of everything that we did. We all are alive and well to this day, so no bashing of my friends, okay? Yeah, any bashing, I will delete and block that comment and block you, okay? But anyway, so everybody is sleepy. Mikey, I'm not understanding why you were sleepy because you had 5 hours to go to sleep while I was driving. Anyways, we in the back seat, me and homegirl is asleep, and we get woken up by you sleep like this. I got woken up because I was kind of like thrown a little bit, like thrown to the side. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I get up, and you know when you just woken up like out of nowhere, like rapidly or whatever. So I'm looking around like, what happened? So I see Deontay getting up, I see homegirl getting up. We all like, what happened? Whatever. So Mikey like he just sitting there just driving. He like this. He just driving. Like, and I'm like this. I'm like, wait, did I dream? Because you know sometimes how you fall asleep and you kind of like drift off and you wake yourself up. I'm thinking like, wait, did I just wake myself up? Because nobody was saying nothing. Like everybody was just looking. So I'm thinking like, wait, what the fuck happened? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm not thinking nothing of it, right? And then, if I'm not mistaken, this happened twice, right, y'all? And friends, correct me. Well, y'all gonna let me know, whatever. But I think it did happen twice, if my memory served me correct. Because we end up like laying back down, because we like, oh, like we thought something happened, but I guess it didn't. Y'all, tell me why we drift back off. We feel another boom, another shake. So we get up. So Deontay like he acting like what the fuck going on? He like, bro, did you just hit something? So I'm like, wait, did we hit something? Because I'm like, I did feel us like kind of like swerve a little bit, but I'm thinking I'm dreaming. I think I'm in my REM sleep. I don't know what's going on. So he not saying nothing because he was falling asleep at the wheel, y'all. And he swerved and hit the rail. Y'all know the little silver rail where we could went off the cliff at Mikey? You know that one? So nah. But like I said, I'm able to laugh about it now because we all safe. But at that time, we was on your ass, Mikey. But anyways, he was falling asleep at the fucking wheel, y'all. And he was swerving. And he was hitting the rail sides. God, thank you for them damn rails that was on there. And he hit the rail side and he was bouncing back to traffic because he was waking up. Mind you, you got to remember, it could be traffic behind us and stuff while you swerving and swerving back and all of this. What is you doing, Mikey? Well, I know what you're doing. You're going to sleep. Wake that ass up, okay? So, anyways, so Deontay is kind of like, what the, like, bro, did you hit something? Like, what are you doing? So, at this point, when Deontay is getting frustrated at Mikey was just like, he was just stunned. So, we like, did you hit something? Like, what are you doing? But he was acting like he was too stunned to speak. Like, for real, he wasn't saying nothing. So, Deontay getting kind of mad because, mind you, this shit in his name. Like, you know, we all split the rental. And I know it sounds similar to my ATL story time. Don't be thinking like, we can't get no rentals with Kay. She'll never want to do that. No, it don't be me. It don't be me, y'all. It don't. But anyway, so Deontay is like, pull over. Like, what the fuck is you doing, bro? You're not saying nothing. What's going on? Pull over. Mikey pull over on the side of the road, y'all. So we getting out because we like, what the fuck going on? Mind you, it's still dark. So we got the flash, y'all. We going around the car. I'm going to show y'all the pictures of the car. Like I said, it was scraped. And you could tell he hit the rail you could tell he hit the side of the rail. Like he swiped it and came back up. Because the whole side of the rental is scraped up, right? So we like, what the fuck? So we like, are you falling asleep at the wheel? Deontay is tripping out. Mind you, like I said, we are all friends. But I think we was more mad because Mikey, I think he was so shocked that he wasn't speaking. And I understand you shocked, but you know when you mad and you asking people stuff and they just sitting there like, what do I say? What do I do? You be getting madder because you like, fucking say something. Like, say something. Say you falling asleep, even though we knew that's what happened. But he wasn't really saying nothing. So we like, what the fuck? So they was saying like, let's say semi truck, like, oh, maybe I should say that part. I don't know. But anyways, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that little part out. You know, you're in cage, anything happen, I don't know. But anyway, so they was saying something. But anyway, so Deontay is mad. He like, no, bro, get in the passenger seat. You not driving. Mind you, Mikey had like 2 hours left of his drive. But Deontay is like, you're not driving the rest of the ride. Like, absolutely not. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you get in the passenger seat. Like, you done fucked up. Like, what's going on? You not saying nothing. You driving off on the side of the road. You could have killed us. Like, why, if you was getting sleepy, why you didn't say nothing? And that was my main thing too, Mikey. It was kind of like, if you felt yourself getting sleepy or you felt yourself drift off the first time, you should have woke everybody up. Like, hey, y'all, I'm sleepy. I need y'all to stay up with me to keep me woke, because we would have stayed up, because y'all fell asleep on me. And I was fine, but I understand you cannot help if you sleepy, but you should have stopped and been like, let's get coffee. You should have woke us up and been like, y'all, I need y'all to stay up with me. Like, I can't do it. And we would have figured it out. We would have just never left you. I don't even want to say we left you hanging, because everybody would sleep while the other person was driving. So it would have made no difference for you. But I feel like you should have just said something and expressed that you was getting sleepy, especially the second time after you hit the damn rail. Why you didn't say nothing like, yeah, bro, I don't think I can drive. I don't think I can see. I'm sleepy. I don't really know. But you should have said something, right? So Deontay is mad. So me and homegirl in the backseat like, oh my god, like he really like fucking fucked up the rental. Like what's going on? And we young, like I said. So I'm already thinking the same thoughts I had about wrong in the other rental. Like what happens? And mind you, the spring break happened before wrong. So like, cause this when I was way younger, right? So at that point, I'm thinking like this is one of the first rentals that like my friend rented and I'm in. So I'm thinking like, what happened? Like, do you have to pay for the whole car? Like my naive mind, I'm not thinking. I don't know what to do. So we like, oh my god. So mind you, they freaking out. Deontay is giving full on dad right now, giving everybody a lecture. Not really us. I mean, he's just talking out loud, upset. But Deontay, this where you had me. Bro, this is when Deontay had me and homegirl fucked up at because mind you, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all could say we was wrong for this. It don't matter because at the end of the day, the shit already happened. This is my thing. He had me and homegirl fucked up because we in the backseat just listening. Like, we not saying nothing because we didn't crash the rental. We didn't, like, and when I say crash, we didn't really crash it, but we didn't fuck up the rental. We didn't do none of that. So in our head, we thinking like, he ain't really talking to us. If you want to lecture your homeboy, then that's on you, right? So this is where Deontay had us fucked up at. He talking, he like, I cannot believe this shit. My dad gonna be so pissed, da da da. He like, I just felt like the rental is all our responsibility. So so you know, whatever the damage is, whatever the cost, we should split it 4 ways. Again, I understand. I do not care what you would have did with your friend. I understand that. But this is younger me. Younger me that don't know no better, and me thinking that because he fucked up the rental that he had to pay the full price for the rental. I'm naive, I'm young, I don't know shit. So what's the first thing that come to me on homegirl mind? I'm like, well, why we gotta pay for the damages? Because we didn't mess up the rental. And I know people be feeling like, oh, if y'all all agree to go in with the rental, like I said, same thing with ATL and wrong, maybe we should split it. But baby, you should have been responsible enough to say that you could not drive or you needed us to stay up with you because you was sleepy. You swiped the rental twice, Mikey. You swiped that bitch twice, okay? So baby, listen, my thing be it always about how somebody asks you too. Like, if you come to me, I know we are broke college students and maybe you ask differently, but for you to tell me we gonna have to split the rental damages price because we all went in on the rental, I just felt like, no, baby, I am a broke college student and you might be one too, but baby, you the one out here damaging cars, not me. So yeah, so that's all me and homegirl thinking like, we ain't got no motherfucking money. We are about to go to Miami and sleep in a damn 2-star hotel. And you think we got enough money to pay for damages? And you think I'm about to call my mama and say, hey, my friend damaged our rental. They want us to split it 4 ways. Y'all tell y'all black mama that. If you don't have a black mama, then maybe you can't relate. But if you think I'm about to go tell my fucking black mother, single mother, that my friend messed up the rental and we gotta all pay for damages, yeah, y'all tell her. Y'all see how that work out for y'all. But my ass, me and homegirl ass, we ain't about to tell our mama that. We ain't about to do that. We're not telling our parents. We not doing that. We not doing that. We ain't. So I'm thinking like, so me and homegirl looking at each other like, fuck you talking to? Somebody split this shit 4 ways, y'all. And I kid you not, like, I can't make this shit up. Y'all gonna see it anyways, but so I'm like, nada. Like, it's not happening. Like, I don't know. Okay, no, for real. But I don't mean to laugh. But I'm like, yeah, I don't really know what to tell y'all. But no. So me and homegirl just looking. And homegirl had finally said something. She like, well, why we gotta split it 4 ways? Like, we didn't mess up the rental. Mind you, the whole time, Mikey, the culprit, he ain't really saying nothing. I think he really felt bad. And I felt bad that he felt bad. But like, you know, unfortunately for me, it's just one of those things that, excuse me, unfortunately for me, it's just one of those things that like you definitely didn't mean to do and it was a mistake, but it's a mistake that's gonna cost. Like, of course you didn't mean to do it, of course you didn't purposely do it, but I understand you might be broke too, but like that's life. That's what happens in life. If you make a mistake and it ends up costing you, you just have to pay for it. Like, I understand the circumstances might be fucked up, I get all of that, but that's just life. Like, I don't know how else to say it. So anyways, you know, he up there more so silent because he's feeling bad. And that's my friend. That's my brother. And I love him to this day. So I am feeling bad. But also, sometimes I be thinking the other way around. Like, I know we are friends. But if I would have crashed this motherfucker, would y'all all be willing to have y'all hand out to help me pay? like as us being broke college students. Okay. So anyways, I was just like, yeah. So I'm just like co-side a homegirl, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm like, I'm not about to ask my mom for no type of money for this. Like, and I ain't got no money for y'all. So whoever damaged the rental, I just feel like, you should pay for the rental. Like, I got you when we go down there. Like, if you need to save a little money to stack up for this rental, when we go down there, if you need to eat and stuff, like, I got you on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But as far as damages, because in my head, y'all, I don't know why, I just kept thinking thousands and thousands of dollars, because I'm just like, we never got a rental before, because they didn't even know. Because Deontay, like, I don't know how much this shit gonna cost. I should have got the insurance, like all this stuff he was saying. So I'm thinking like, oh my God, like this is a nice car. And mind you, the car we got was from that year, I believe, or like the year before. So I'm thinking like, oh my God, this is the same year car. It's about to be so much. Like, I just didn't know, right? So I'm thinking thousands. So I'm like, I'm not about to agree with y'all to pay thousands of dollars in damages, and I didn't do this shit, right? So anyways, I'm like, yeah. So needless to say, of course, that whole ride was silent after that. Like, after Deontay gave his whole little speech, and they even got more silent, because me and homegirl was saying we not gonna pay. So I feel like they kind of felt some type of way about that as well. But like after a while, like after like 2 hours or so of silence, like, cause we like. Look, we about to go to Miami. So here I come, want to give my fucking speech. I'm like, listen, y'all, I understand that you upset, Deontay, because the shit in your name, and you feel like we should all split it, and me and homegirl saying no. Mikey, I know you up here quiet because you sad and you upset and you feel like you done really fucked up. But I said, at the end of the day, y'all, we on our way to Miami. And I hate to be that person to say like we gonna deal with the problems when we get home, but that's just what we gonna have to do. Because my logic is, okay, what we gonna do? Go to Miami and be upset about the rental the whole time in Miami? Why ruin the trip? And we still got to deal with this shit once we get home, because we still have to drive the rental all the way back home. So once we drive it back home and go to the rental place and they assess the damages and tell us what it's going to be, we'll deal with it then. But for me, it's no point being upset this whole Wednesday. Like I said, I forgot if it was Thursday through Sunday or Wednesday through Sunday. But it's no point of wasting these couple days being upset when we did all of this to come to Miami. Now we about to be mad and upset the whole time. It's no point of that. So I'm just trying to get them to talk like, listen, Mikey, we know you upset and we know you sorry. Deontay, we know you upset and we know, this shit in your name. But let's just try to, enjoy the rest of the trip. Like, we have to deal with it later. So, they kind of agreeing. They like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is at this point. Because I'm one of those people that's like, shit is going to happen. But, like, if you really cannot do nothing about it, y'all, like, let's just carry on in life. Like, for real. I know that might sound like too easy to say when you going through it and you probably about to face thousands of damages. But it's just like, if you're going to have to pay thousands of dollars in damages, when you ready to have a good trip and pay that money, or a bad trip and pay that money? Sound like a no-brainer to me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, listen, well, we just need to enjoy the trip. So they kind of agreeing, but like the rest of the ride is kind of like silent on the lowest of keys, right? So I'm just like, me and Hunger don't know what to do, because we just like, well, yeah, what do we do? Because we hike, because we are now entering into Miami and stuff. The sun coming up, so we getting excited because this is our first time here and stuff. So we excited, but they upset. So when you don't want to be too excited around people that's upset, like, it makes you feel weird. So we like, okay, do we remain calm? Can we show our excitement? We don't know what to do, because they up there still like mad. So we like, okay, whatever. Like, once we get to our hotel, we just gonna turn up, because at this point we ready to turn up. Like, y'all being Debbie Downers, I understand the accident just happened, but like, in my mind at that point, I wasn't thinking like that. I was thinking like, I'm ready to have fun in Miami and y'all on some bullshit. So no, but I knew why. I knew they were still upset about the rental getting messed up. But I feel like the damages was bad. But once I show y'all, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like we crashed that bitch. Like, door dented in, front headlight missing. Like, it wasn't too bad, as you can see from the pictures. So I just figured like, let's just leave it alone, right? Anyways, we drive in, we finally make it. So we go to our hotel at first, because of course they got to drop us off before they go to their little living room spot or couch spot, whatever. So when we seen our hotel, we realized it was a liquor store right next door. So we like, let's go ahead and get the bottles. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of the bottles too, because we was heavy on Bacardi and Irk and Jerk, as we call it, /E&J. Why? on heaven's earth was I drinking E&J, y'all? Hennessy Grandpapa? I don't know. It's because of that man. See, that man I was talking to in college, the one I allegedly broke his window. See, he was drinking Erkinger, and then I was with him when I was drinking it. And then we all got together and we started drinking it. And then Bacardi and E&J just became our thing. So tell me why, if I could remember, we got the biggest bottles of E&J and Bacardi. So, of course, we got them and we brung them to our hotel because, like, they not about to take the bottles to their little living room spot. Like, I don't even think they was going to their living room spot literally until at night. Like, I think they was literally just going to go there at night to sleep there. Like, they weren't even trying to go there, right? So, anyways, so we get liquor and everything. So, we go to our hotel. We excited. Like, they finally starting to, like, get back in the mood of things because... You good, bro? Oh, okay. They were starting to get back like in the mood of things. So like we started like changing our clothes and stuff, getting ready. When I tell y'all, me and homegirl, this how innocent we was. We was completely underdressed because listen, we put on our swimsuits, y'all. I got a cover up and everything on. Like my little bitty ass kitty cover up. I'm wearing this ugly ass kid like swimsuit. When I tell you we got to the goddamn beach, everybody ass titties out, everything is out, y'all. And we covered up like some nuns. We like, oh my God, we're so young minded. Like I want to be like them, have my ass out. So it just looked funny because we over here covered up to full capacity, and everybody on the beach showing skin. Okay, but anyways, that's going too far. We get to the hotel. So yeah, we get settled in. We get to take some shots. Of course, because it's South Beach, you know, you couldn't. I think we couldn't walk around with the full bottle, but we had like a water. Like I had a book bag for the beach, so we had like we pour a couple water bottles of liquor, of course, in the water bottles or whatever, and we just put it in our book bags, and we had chasers and stuff. But we walking around with our drinks, we getting lit, right? So we start getting lit. Everybody really started having fun. We gotta head to the beach because everybody gonna be at the beach, okay? We on our way to the beach. So by the time we get to the beach, so of course we got liquor and stuff in our book bags and stuff, but we didn't really know that they was gonna have like police and security and stuff at the beach because again, this is our first time at spring break. So we getting up to the beach, we walking up to the beach, whatever. We see officers, they stopping certain people because some people are walking with liquor bottles, and I guess they like you cannot walk with the liquor bottle out like in your hand. So I don't know if they checking people. I don't know what they doing. So we get to the beach, and you know they kind of stop us, and they like no babe, you have to wait till next week to hear the rest of the story time because y'all already know I gotta leave it off on a cliffhanger. Y'all already know, like, this is the perfect time. Fortunately for y'all though, the story time ain't gonna be that long. It's only gonna be 2 parts, y'all. It's not gonna be 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's only gonna be 2 parts. So this is the perfect time to leave it off because I'm gonna finish it in the next part. Okay, so everybody calm down. So make sure y'all tune in next week to get the rest of the tea. Y'all should know the drill by now. Y'all gotta stop being mad at the cliffhangers. Listen, I'll tell you what. You can be mad at my cliffhangers when you start being mad at your baby daddy for not helping you with them kids. If you're not gonna be mad at your baby daddy and still let him take your car, still let him come over at night, you still fixing him meals, but you want to be mad at me about a cliffhanger, y'all gotta knock that off. Y'all gotta stop. It has to be fair. It gotta be fair, okay? But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Make sure you thumbs up this video, comment down below, and make sure you are subscribed. Again, not too much on my friend. Well, I already say not too much on my girl, even though it was a boy. Not too much, okay? Leave respectful comments, okay? You get what I'm saying? Just make sure they respectful. But y'all already know. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Peace.